what's going on? It is August 13th. Oh, my niece's birthday. Oh, she's turned 16 today. I can't believe it. Seemed like just yesterday that I was holding her in my arms and she was a baby. This is a vlog. I am really searching myself lately, and I'm about to pour my heart out, so just be kind. For the longest time in my life, all I've wanted to be was a wife and a mother. And that's it. That's all. That's all I've ever just wanted to be. And then 10, 11 years ago, I found Jesus. And then after some trials and tribulations and backsliding and really through the trials, just knowing that the Lord is with me all the time, especially last year, I have become not only a daughter of God, but a disciple. And for a long time, I've been working on just being a disciple. But I don't think that I've ever questioned myself besides wanting a husband and children. What do I really want in my life? What does my heart really seek? Who do I seek to be in this life? So at my age of 42, almost 43, I'm not sure if this is God's doing, if I've just been talking a lot with my therapist about life, about everything. You have those dreams when you're a kid, a teenager, adolescent, into your early 20s and 30s, and somewhere along that line, you have to come into realization that that's not working for you. That you have to come into realization that I might never get married and I might never have children. And so that was my only dream ever, besides loving God and being his daughter and being a disciple. And year after year, it hasn't happened. And I know that I don't go out much and blah, 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 but it hasn't happened, And I'm not sure. I could have sworn I heard the Lord say one time that I want you to have bigger dreams than just being a mom and just being a wife. And I didn't want anything more than that. So now I'm having to really go through my heart and figure out what I want. I watched a preacher last week. It was live on YouTube. And he was talking about how everything is both, how everything is balanced, how, when you see a person that they are not just one way, that they are a couple different ways, that life is all about both. And so I've come to realize that I have, excuse me, God in my life, and I have that side, but I'm lacking both. I'm lacking the other side, if you will, the yin and the yang. I have one of them, but I'm lacking the other side to complete me. And I just don't want to keep on running on in life and just playing games on the computer, and I don't want to age myself out to where one day I wake up and I'm like 60-something years old and like, where had my life gone? I feel like I'm kind of starting all over again. And I realized besides my mom and one other person in New York, nothing is tying me to New York. Nothing is holding me here. The rest of my family, we're over with. We're over with. There's nothing tying me to New York, and I have to realize that at some point my mom will pass away. I pray not anytime soon. It could be in 3 years, it can be in 13 years. I have no idea. But when she passes, I'm going to be all alone. All alone. Like in the physical. So I'm not sure. I believe. So then I started let me go. So then I started to think about who loves me? Who do I surround myself with that loves me? And who is, after my mom, who is somebody that I love the most? And that I get along with, and we talk a lot, and we talk about everything. And that person's name came up in my head, and that's Dottie. And unless the Lord says otherwise, unless something drastic changes in the next 2 to 3 years, or 3 to 4 years, I believe that I'm going to move to Alabama in 3 to 4 years. I wouldn't want to leave my mom in her later years, but I can't. I have to live for me. I have to live for me. And yeah, I have to live for me. So I know as soon as I go down south, the cost of living is going to be a lot less. So I'm going to have to save up a whole lot of money, as much as I can, in order to move, in order to live in Alabama for quite a while without having to worry about getting all my bills paid and all stuff like that. I'm sure things might cost a little bit less. I would hope. I would hope. But I'm really, and the reason why I've done many videos in the last 2 weeks, I even have a new little reborn girl after Lydia, and I did the box opening and everything, and I just haven't edited it and put it up yet. I've done like 6 movies in the last week and a half, and I've just been, I don't want to say in myself, but just really searching myself, searching my heart for what do I want now. Husband and children, put that away. It's like a death. And I'm not trying to make that lightly, but it is like when you have a dream in your heart, and I'm wondering why God put that dream in my heart, why it's so fervently deep in my heart, if that's not going to come to pass, number one. And saying goodbye to a dream, saying goodbye to something that you just thought that was always going to happen is a death. I'm mourning that part of my life that I never got to live. And y'all might say, oh yeah, you might, get married and keep on hoping. I'm going to keep on hoping, but I'm not going to expect it anymore. For many years, I was expecting it. When you're young, you think about it, and then at some point you've got to come into reality and say, this life ain't working for me. I keep on waiting for, this guy to come and meet me, and we'll hit it off and get married and do all these things, and I know it's not going to be like easy like that. I don't expect it to all fall into place at the same time, but I've always had that dream in my heart, and I'm having to say goodbye to it right now. And I'm really having to search myself to ask myself, what do I really want out of life? Who do I want to be? Where do I want to be? Where do I want to live? Besides my friends in the reborn community and my mom here, I'm not tied to anybody. I don't have a family. Besides my mom, I'm alone, technically. So, I'm really sorry if I haven't done videos, but I've been working with my therapist. I'm really trying to get to know maybe who I am for the first time in a long time. I'm just so busy shopping and shopping and shopping to make myself feel better, and then I get the bill and guilt comes and it does the whole vicious cycle, and I think shopping was a way to bury the pain of the lack of the things I've got in life, and it's an addiction. So right now I find myself literally at a precipice of where I've never been, and where do I go? What do I do? I've known this Karen all my life, but maybe there's another side of me that's going to come out of all of this that I'm really going to love, that I'm really going to enjoy my life. I've never been on a plane. I've never gone anywhere, traveled by myself, like to the store, yeah, but I've never been, like New York City is like an hour and 15 minutes away from me. I've never been to New York City on my own. I've never been to like the next town on my own. I've never traveled at all, like without anybody. I haven't even ever traveled with just a friend, like more than half an hour away. So to just leave my life is scary, but if I stay here, what's going to happen of it? I'm just going to stay in this same position until when? So even moving out of the state is really scary. I think that I might have more opportunities by moving somewhere else. The only problem is that I don't drive. I would love to live in a town that's very small, like in somewhere in like either the south or in the north, very quiet, but that doesn't have that many stores. It's very kind of like a little house on the prairie, kind of very small town, stuff like that. Just think of like maybe like a very small town in Pennsylvania somewhere, or Vermont, or. But if I don't have a car and I don't know how to drive and I can't get money to get a car, see all this stuff kind of rolls on, then I really can't afford to live out in a country somewhere and possibly be stranded. And yeah, so unfortunately I have to live in at least kind of like a busy town or a city that, not like city like New York City, but that I'm going to be able to get here and there, to and fro. So all this I'm really just taking in, and I'm not going to move anytime soon. It's going to have to be like at least 2 to 4 years to pay off my debt and keep on working on it. I had like a little slip back this past month. I opened up a Burlington charge. I only spent $100, but still. And so from now on, no matter how much I want to, I'm gonna stop going to live auctions on Facebook. I'm gonna stop going to websites. Even if I have to, I'm gonna stop going to Burlington, the store in my town, because I really need to focus on, even if I just have to push my head down and just hustle for 1 more year to just get debt free, then that's what I'm gonna have to do. So I thank you for watching. I'm sorry that I haven't put videos up. It's not because of anybody or anything. Pam, if you watch this, thank you so much for my girls. I'm sorry that I haven't put videos up or contacted you. I am just dealing with all of this. And yeah. And yeah, I'm not moving so I can get a husband. Just to let y'all know, if that happens, yay, but that is not my motive. I'm moving because I need a change in my life. And even though it's going to be a process to get everything done, I'm going to do that. This is not just some dream. It's not just some wish. I'm going to do that. I'm going to make it happen. Thank y'all for watching. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.